Hi, my name is Cassy George. I am an on-air personality at the Beat 99.9 FM. I'm also a brand strategist and brand influencer, and you are on The Jerry Can Show. I got my first big break in 2017. It's actually a crazy story, but not like really crazy. I call it crazy because I feel like for some people, when I hear the story on how they entered the industry and all that, I feel like I had it easy, right? 2017, I came back from the north as a core member, served in Kano precisely, yes, a whole year. Came back to Enugu, which was like my home and where I'd like grown up all while. And I was just wondering, what am I gonna do next? I mean, how do I get into radio? Even though like I had a background of radio, because I did radio in uni. I was working at a school radio station, right? But then out of that, this is the real world. So this is not like, your departmental radio station telling you to come on. This is now the real world, right? And I didn't know like how to get in. How do I start submitting applications? Because I had tried. It's crazy. I remember I had submitted at NTA when they're like, okay, now keep your paper now. I just like dropped the paper. They didn't call me or anything. And interestingly, I don't even know. This guy, I was having a conversation with him and he was like, you have a great voice. Have you considered radio? And I'm like, yeah, I've like tried submitting it at like here and I've not heard anything yet. And he was like, see what you can do, da. And I went to another radio station that was like Solid FM in Enugu. And, I submitted, interestingly, I went with a friend and, they interviewed the both of us, and her style was more like Radio Nigeria style at the time, and radio was evolving to become more digital. So they were like, what you can do is not what we need right now. Can you do this? And she was like, no, she couldn't. And they turned to me, okay, what about you? What can you do? I'm like, I host shows. I used to do it in school too as well. And they're like, okay, so we don't have an opening right now, but you can intern, right? It's not a paid job. Would you be willing to do it? Blah, 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 blah. And in my head, I'm like, I'm at home, waking up, sleeping, eating mom's food, saying daddy, thank you, and all. I might as well just like have a reason to leave the house every morning and come back in the evening. And the experience might as well count. So I said, yeah, sure, I would be willing to do that. And, I joined them. I remember joining because I was also understudying, interning and all that. It was the morning show, so I had to wake up early. I'm not a morning person, but I just had to do it. I joined the morning crew. I was understudying them, saw them how they do the newspaper review. Like, it was different from like school, uni, and yeah, that's just basically it. 3 months after I got the job, and I worked there 2 years before I moved to Port Harcourt.
Yeah, back-to-back great music all lined up for your listening pleasure. You just checked out the video and YG Mali Awuke. After that, we've got Ida Hams on my head. You are on the Beat 99.9. My name is Cassy. What's going on, Garden City? Listen, I am having a good time regardless of what the weather looks like because it's extremely hot. As a matter of fact, I had to ask somebody, is it really hot or is it just me? Because I don't understand what is going on. How are we having summer in November? Okay, yeah, it sounds very good time. Rich people problem, but you get the drift here. So whatever you're doing, please make sure you stay hydrated and make sure you keep your dial on 99.9. We've got this one from Akuchi. It's Caesar. Stay on the beat. My name is Cassy.
For anyone who is really interested in the media, radio, TV, whatnot, I feel like the most important thing is to figure out why. Why do you want to do it? For the glam, for the fame, for money? Figure out the reason why, because that reason why is what's going to keep you. It's not a smooth journey. Not like I'm trying to scare you or anything, but I feel like people see from the other side of the lens. I'm like, I want my voice to be heard on radio. I want them to see me on TV, and like, yeah, just the glamorous part of it, yeah. And they get carried away. Find out the reason why you want to do it. Is it, for interest or for the glitz and glam? Because it could get like really rocky sometimes. And most importantly, get a skill. So some people want to jump in immediately, but what do you have to offer, right? So get a skill. Either you understudy, either you just learn something, but be really sure you have what it takes to get it. It's beautiful, especially if you love it, right? So make sure you love it. That's why I say find out the reason why you want to do it.